Yo, it's your boy D King. We back, Brickhouse Studios, Brickhouse Radio. Got the special, lovely, talented Serena Smart in the building.
Hi, King. How are you?
You know me already, huh?
Yeah.
So how you been?
I mean, I've been good. I've been chilling. I've been working. Got a couple projects coming up.
Right.
You know, get into it.
Right. What projects are you specifically talking about when you say projects? I know you're doing a lot. I see you.
I actually have a couple things going on with Big B, Bianca. So a lot of y'all gotta stay tuned for that.
Dope.
Right now we're just pushing Show Up, Show Out and Decisions. And yeah, we're just working on a couple of things. Y'all gotta stay tuned.
Okay. So speaking of Show Up and Show Out, let's talk about this record because I heard it on the radio. And you've been doing a lot of press and you've been doing a lot of showcases and stuff like that. Is this like your first record that you actually had on the radio, or is this?
Actually, no. This is my third record on the radio. No, I lied. My fourth record.
Okay.
On the radio.
Oh wow, that's dope.
I know. It's crazy. My team has just been pushing me and pushing on my songs, so I'm getting a lot of radio play. Show Up, Show Out is doing really good. Decisions is doing really good.
Right.
Those are the two main songs that are like going crazy on the radio.
Right. And speaking of radio and playlists and stuff like that, and songs being rotated, Spotify numbers are looking really, really good.
I know. Today I got an email from the Spotify Wrapped thingy or whatever. I'm looking like, wait a minute, I got like 500,000 streams on Decisions.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and we just started this, so. How
do you feel about like people being receptive to your music and this newfound like fame that just coming into? How do you feel about that?
I feel like since I've been doing it for so long, I've been singing since I was 3, so I mean it was well deserved. I feel like I have a lot of supporters, my family, a lot of my friends who grew up listening to me sing, so I feel like it was coming. So yeah.
So what's your background in music?
I'm actually classically vocal trained, so I do opera. I could sing in 2 different languages.
Wow, that's crazy.
Musical theater, did a couple off-Broadway shows. That's really like my thing, like Broadway.
Right.
Love Broadway. But yeah, right now we're just working on some R&B songs, getting my music out there, and then I'm going to start showing off like everything that I could do. Okay.
Let's dive into like people you've been working with.
I've been working with Minnie Boom.
Who's Minnie Boom?
Minnie Boom is actually a producer, the son of Benny Boom. Okay. He's only 14 years old. And when I first started releasing music, he was the one who made all the beats to my songs.
Right.
I'm like, wow, like he's 14 years old and he's doing this. So Minnie Boom, Benny Boom.
Benny Boom.
Benny Boom.
You work with Benny Boom?
He's actually my production.
Wow.
Love him. Legend. If y'all go on TV and, he produced it. Like any TV show or movie you watched, he produced it.
Right.
Miles. Love Miles. He's going crazy right now.
Yeah. Shout outs to Miles.
D King.
Shout outs to D.
Yeah, just to name a few.
Okay. So let's talk about working with Benny Boom. How did you even link up with him? How did that connection even happen?
Honestly, it was just random. Let me explain how I even got into like this whole being signed to We Got Bucks and Boom Life Media.
Okay.
So my best friend, aka my sister Fiji, a lot of y'all may know her.
Fiji.
Her stepdad, Lou, so everybody knows Lou Got Bucks on Instagram. Okay. He actually signed me. He was really invested into me.
That's my guy, Lou.
He was really invested into me, and he was like, oh, like, when he heard my first song that I dropped, Nervous, when I was independent, everybody knows him. He's like, oh, it's dope. Like, he always wants to, get on it. So that happened, and literally he was like, oh, studio session tomorrow. So Minnie Boom sent me a beat. I wrote to it. I took some time to write to it, got into the session, and then Benny Boom was just sitting right there.
Wow.
Got introduced to him, sang the song that I wrote that Minnie Boom produced.
Right.
Got in the stew, laid the song down, and then it's Focused, featuring me, Trail, produced by Minnie Boom.
Okay, so when you're in the studio recording and making your records, and then you're going to perform, do you like one more than the other? Like, do you like recording in the studio, or do you really like performing more?
This is a hard question, but honestly, I think I like recording in the studio more, only because I'm allowed to create and do whatever I want. Like, I can listen to whatever I want. I can tell the producer to do this and what to do to the song and do that, and add all these ad-libs to it and do whatever. I feel like when I perform, like, I stick to one thing. When I'm in the studio, I can do whatever.
Okay.
So definitely studio.
Okay. That's dope. What is your process in the studio? Like, how do you
Honestly, usually my process is I'm given a beat the day of, and then I sit down with it and I come up with something off the top of my head.
Right.
But when I'm in the studio and I take my time at home and I get a beat like a couple weeks before, and I'm actually writing to it, and like I know what I want the concept of my song to be, that's like a really good studio session. Like, I'm coming in with something I already wrote.
Right.
And I could just get in the booth real quick and, you know, I already know what I want the song to be.
Right.
Like,
and what is, like, you would say your style is, as far as, you know, not, you know, because people always want to compare artists to other artists. You know what I'm saying? And that's just something that, you know, you deal with until Serena Smart is just a household name. But my question is, like, do you have any influences that some people that you like and you like, you know, you want to?
I really love Janae Aiko, SZA. Really love Summer Walker right now. Her album that just came out with is crazy. I love Brandy. Brandy's actually like a really good inspiration. I always listen to her songs and I try to like not copy her, but use her techniques that she uses in the songs on my songs. So like I know she does like a lot of layering of tracks and stuff, and like I don't know if you know what I mean, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
When people like add over the, but yeah, I really love Brandy.
Right.
Michael Jackson, if we really want to throw it back.
Okay.
Like, if you really watch videos on how like he layers his music and how he gets it to sound like that. Right. Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got Brandy, I got SZA, I got Michael Jackson.
Summer Walker.
Being that you are a vocalist, and I don't really think people know you really, really sing like that, right? That you've been classically trained.
They don't know.
I want to know, is it hard taming yourself and bringing it down in the studio? Do you want to pull back more, or do you feel like you want to do more on the records?
No, never. Always want to do more. Okay. Always. I feel like that's just the motto, the way to go. Always want to do more. I mean, if something don't sound right, and I'm getting like, you know, criticism, something just sounds crazy, like I'm definitely gonna take it out. But I definitely want to do more. Do you sing every day? Yeah, every day. Even if it's not me practicing, like I sing when I'm bored. Like I wake up and I'm over here humming a song, humming a TikTok song. Like I'm singing every day, even if it's not me like performing and practicing. I'm always singing. Right. Always. Okay. Let's talk about elementary school. What elementary school did you go to? I used to go to PSIS 270, Gordon Park School. It's actually where I grew up, Laurelton, Queens. I used to be in there after school programs and were you a good student, or like I want to know, like, what kind of student were you? Nah, I wasn't like a bad trouble kid. Like I always got good grades. I always was a grade A student. My parents didn't play that. Whenever I got home, I always got straight to my homework, always studying. My dad was like a very studious person growing up, so he always like encouraged that on me. And, yeah. Grade A student. Okay, so you come from a musical family background. Yeah. Father plays instruments. What about your mother? My mom, I don't know. My mom just sings. So you get everything from my dad's side. Okay. Yep. What's the response that they give you? They're actually very supportive of it. When they first heard me on the radio, they were like shocked, like, because they're so traditional and Jamaican. So it's like them hearing me on the radio, they're shocked. They're like, "Oh, you're so lucky to be on the radio. How did you get on the radio? What's going on?" Da-da-da. I'm like, come on, guys. So speaking of the radio, what was the first station that played your record that you're like, oh my gosh? 105. 105? Who was the DJ? 105. Ty Boogie. Ty Boogie. Shout out to Ty Boogie. And what record was that? Focused.
We actually gotta play one of these records. I actually want to highlight the record though. I want to highlight Decisions.
Yeah, play Decisions. Minnie Boom produced Decisions. And that whole process, it actually was a song that I written when I wasn't even signed at all or released any music. I literally just had like mad lyrics in my notes, and I already had like a concept for that song. And so when I first got into the studio, I was in IMI. Okay. And this was like the second song I recorded. And then I got a couple help from my peers, like on the lyrics and you know, certain parts of the song. Sparry, he helped me a lot with the song. Right.
Because a lot of artists don't really like to.
I know.
You know, take writing. You know, help with writing, and do you feel like?
I feel like it's needed. It's definitely needed because you know sometimes you don't want your sound to sound the same. Right. Like you want to have different stuff.
And why is that?
Because, I mean, you don't want it to be repetitive. People are going to get tired of you.
Right.
So you definitely want new heat every time you record a song.
Okay. In 5 years, where do you see yourself?
Definitely see myself as a legend. Young female boss in the making. Facts. Definitely going to have Serena Smart, billboard everywhere. And we can only go further.
Oh, and I recently saw the other day you actually giving back to the community. Speak on that. How was that? Like,
it was so fun. I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous because I get a little anxious sometimes when like I'm in a room with people that I don't know. But then I realized it's for a good cause. Right. And Spice was there actually.
So tell us about that because it was for Thanksgiving.
We were just giving out turkeys and the vibe was really cool. Everybody was really supportive. I made sure to hand out the big turkeys.
The big turkey, of course.
Yeah, because, you know, there's be little ones on the table. I made sure to give everybody that came to me the big ones.
Right. Do you really look forward to, like, you know, seeing your fans and meeting them like how you did when you was doing the Thanksgiving thing again?
It was really fun. And since the pandemic, like, I know we've just been inside of the house. Yeah. So to actually come outside and come see people support and give back, it was really cool, really dope experience.
Okay. So any words that you want to leave with the people before we break out?
Stream all my music on all social media platforms.
Make sure you follow her too.
Make sure y'all follow me. Yeah. Oh, and get y'all facials done by Facials by Fiji. Sorry, just had to put that out there.
Shout out to Fiji.
And make sure y'all get y'all makeup done by, how you pronounce it? House of Contour? Oh, yeah. See, you did it. Got it right.
I got to give you a round of applause for that one. You got that one right. All right, well, it's your boy D King, Brickhouse Radios. Glad to have Serena with us.
Thank you.
We'll be seeing more from you, and any records you have, send to us. We'll blast them out and we'll update the people.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Of course, and we're gonna leave out with Decisions and stream it, comment, share, like it, engage with us. Brickhouse Studios, we out. Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy D King right now, live at Brickhouse Studios. I'm with the lovely Serena Smart.
Hey, y'all.
Make sure y'all tune into this interview. We been talking music, fashion, everything she's into, radio stuff, touring.
And if you're not tuned in, what are you doing?
Man, keep it locked. Brickhouse Studios, Brickhouse Radio. You know what time it is.